and kind of allow the Yangjian and the Yao to really take the bulk of that damage.
The winner of this semifinal is going to be facing Nova Esports in our grand final tomorrow. Ooh. Look at that, Miggy already being proc in the flash.
Pretty early there from Tatsuri. I don't know if that's a misclick or a little bit of a bad move there, as we've seen this Tyrant starting to get handled on here by the side of Boom Esports. Obviously, Haku using the Papa passing over the wall here just to put the pressure on, get the reset. That's something that Boom didn't really want.
Right now, Nonchalant Red Force is going to try to come in for the steal. Look at that, Carl's going to claim the Tyrant.
He claims the Tyrant. First blood does go over to the side of Boom Esports as well, so not only...
always a 1v1.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, Raw's always been down there as well. 2v2 top side of the map here. Miggy tries to force out the ultimate there of Ratel and gets it, but now we get the knockup from Namu coming in with the path of passing. Carl maybe getting executed. There it is. Haku gets his revenge.
Good right now for Nonchalant Red Force. Boom Esports takes control of the map, but Nonchalant Red Force in that engage. The Moonscape Mirage one more time in here, Blam.
Yep, into the mid lane here. They're all waiting, anticipating the return of Haya, but it's going to be Danny that gets focused and executed once again, and boom, goes down draw, and they're looking for some more here. Top side of the map here, Namu does actually try to drive away Migi from stopping this takedown of these minions into the T1, and it looks like Nonchalant are going to secure that first turret of the game. Yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, we saw it beautifully in like the likes of KWC, right, where we saw players like Hailang just really slow down any kind of domination of the map because of that Fate Rewind. He was only there for that sole purpose, but Bloom, they are playing it a little bit differently here. I feel like the main motive is just the poke potential from it. They're not quite playing at that same level, but it's still working.
Because right now, Nonchalant Red Force is going to have priority over this Dark Tyrant. The Fate Rewind is going to be on cooldown, and Boom Esports have very few options how to contest this.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking for a way in, right? Obviously using the Radiance there, trying to get the slowdown onto Namu, but he has his own Radiance. So if they decide to actually try and commit, it's going to be a hard way to get in, but the, obviously, Moonscape Mirage will be being used here onto the likes of the Hino. Is able to keep him away from these team fights, so Poke Potential does get lost here onto the side of Boom Esports, and that's going to be a double takedown. Make that a 3. If you're an Espresso, you may as well be on Caffeine Drip.
Taking control of this. We knew that the 10-minute mark was going to be the cue for something big to happen. And Nonchalant Red Force at the 4-0 trade, they're not going to go only for the Tyrant, they're going to go for double Dragon control.
As if the salt in the wound wasn't enough, right?
And that's the issue, right? Because Carl is just so focused on trying to check on, he needs to try to keep an eye on the Tyrant, and at the same time, he needs to be sustaining as well. It was too much for him.
Yeah, instead of the Eye of the Tiger, it's either like turn the tides for the battle for yourself. Is fly in, just kind of like panicking, saying like, guys, we've lost Tatsuri. We need to get him back into the fight if we want to turn this into our favor. But now, Nonchalant after that double objective, get Team 2 into the bot side and top side of the map.
Look at that, Moonscape Mirage one more time, gonna take it into the other dimension for the 1v1, and there's nothing they can do as they come out. Oof! Moves away, the mobility coming in from Miggy allows him to survive.
Blue team.
Yep, there we go. So Miggy is actually going to be saving grace here for the side of Boom Esports this time around. But what's not going to be safe is that T3 top side of the map, and that Fate Rewind is not going to come through and actually save it. It's going to be the godlike kill going through here for Aku, and Siri coming in, getting a shutdown onto Migi. They're looking to fair a little bit more here. Tatsuri playing very precariously here.
Spawn one more time.
Yeah, that could be the final nail in the coffin here for game 1 for Boom Esports. But it's going to be the knock-up there. There's a catch on to 2 of Boom Esports, but there's no real follow-up here. We are having a little bit of a fight on 2 fronts, but it's just Migi trying to kind of bait out enough skills, maybe try and get clear of these minion waves to save the T3 from falling down. But the party is going to have to blitz this down, but it's going to be Boom that uses the Fate Rewind for the first time selflessly.
Yeah, it was a very good Fate Rewind in terms of time, but look at this. One more wave of minions coming in. That ability is not going to be available, and the mid lane turret is going to fall. Now, this is going to be the bottom lane turret that is going to be under siege one more time.
Hands the minion wave into the mid lane, so you're just kind of delaying the inevitable. Only one, so Illusion is the only player who does not have a goldie, but yet has such an...
30 seconds, the only thing that Boom Esports can do is to pray that these turrets are going to not fall that quickly. because if the Dragons and the Vanguards, everything's gonna come in, their high ground is gonna be the next target.
Yeah, but once again, just saving the higher ground turret for the last time is going to be the potential of Tatsuri. And a little bit of a saving grace, maybe his calling part before his time is up. But it's going to be Vegeta to the back line doing a lot of damage, just keeping away Nongshim Red Force for now. But on the pending doom is going to be those Shadow Vanguards. But I have to give props over to Boom here. They are surmounting some kind of defense. I'm not too sure. It's definitely going to make it a little bit easier into this next team fight with these minion waves crashing through.
All right, Blam, look at this. The minions are already here. Let's see if Nongshim Red Force can seal the deal.
Yeah, look at the seal the deal. They are having trouble with the minions. They're waiting for some more minions to back up here. The props to Boom, able to wipe every minion at the crystal. But props to Nongshim Red Force, picking up almost every member of Boom Esports as they wait for the boys in blue to come through to the crystal and take game number 1.
It is going to be victory for Nongshim Red Force. They're gonna take this game